Whoa! Hey there, guys. So, before I start, I need you guys to... You can keep a secret, right? So, tonight we are undercover. Alright? We are undercover with the civilians of the world. So if you notice I don't have my gym clothes on, you're probably saying to yourself, John, you look pretty dressed down. What's going on? You know? I don't have the fancy pants on. I got regular pants on. Got regular shoes on. Got a regular shirt. But I want you to know it is still me. Alright? We're just undercover for the evening. We have to go to a dinner and try to blend in with the people around us. Alright? I think we can do it. I think we can do it, man. So, for my own safety, don't share this video or anything, because if I'm caught, man, if I'm caught at the dinner table, you know what people are going to start asking me? Wow, you look good. What should I eat? How do I get like you? It's the new year. Fucking, wow, are you going to eat that? Are you allowed to eat that? Huh. Like I always say, must be a cheat day, huh? So, and if you do share it, you owe me a bottle of Excedrin for the headaches that will ensue as the general population begins to ask me questions. So, as I'm sure you guys can tell, unless I'm doing like meetings and stuff like that, it's pretty uncommon that I'm not in gym clothes. You know, that's how I live my life, man, and I love every second of it. So we're heading up there right now. Got about a half-hour drive ahead of us, give or take. And fortunately, we had a rest day today, because if you live on Long Island or you knew what was going on here right now, we had a really bad storm last night, and I mean a really bad storm. And my house, where I'm living now, is in an area with a very high water table. No, very low water table, I mean. Whichever one it is, basically it can't handle a lot of water. So whenever it rains too hard, the streets flood. But for me last night, it flooded from the water as well and came all the way up to my house. So we were basically on a houseboat all day. So when I got up at like 4 a.m. today to have my first meal, feed the dog, whatever, let him out, go back to bed. The weather wasn't great at that time, where it started to flood around my house, but it wasn't quite all the way back yet. So I did what any other good dog dad does. Archer doesn't like walking in the water. I can't blame him. It's cold and he's naked, right? So we picked him up, walked him through the water, put him on the grass, he went to the bathroom, did his thing, tried to run around a little bit, got filthy, and then I picked him up, brought him back inside. Wasn't too bad. Around 7:30 is when the chaos ensued, because I was able to sleep in a little bit today, which was nice. So I only had to get up at like 6:30-ish, give or take. So I finished getting ready, doing my thing. I come to find out high tide is at 8:30. And I go to look out my window. After I, brushed my teeth, did whatever, I put my contacts in, because otherwise I'm blind as a bat. I look out, and I just see an ocean in front of me. There was not one piece of grass left. So, fortunately, I moved my car, so that wasn't a problem, because I kind of anticipated not this bad, but damn near close to it. So there was no issues with the car, obviously, but Archer's looking. I opened the door for him, like, slow down, buddy, because normally he just wouldn't look, he would just run, and he would have ran himself into a foot of water. So I'm like, no, I'm like, hold on, look. So I opened the door, he looked, and then he looks at me, he's like, Dad, what are we going to do? What are we going to do, Dad? Fortunately for him, I've always got the answer. There was there still is. Excuse me, I've been coughing up a lung today. Just like the past hour. All day I've been pretty good. But there's like this really big cement slab in the yard where there used to be a shed. So it's a little bit higher than everything else, obviously. It's elevated up. Now, I took Archer, I picked him up, I walked him through a foot of the water. It's like I was clamming, and I put him on there. He's like, Dad, I don't know, this isn't the bathroom. It's like, you peeing in the sink. It's like, you know what, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Right? So eventually he goes to the bathroom, he goes pees, he goes poops. And sometimes after that he gets the zoomies, where he dives on the floor, he starts hopping around, he's ready to play. So we're on this little concrete slab. He dives down, he hops back a little bit. I'm like, no, calm down. Because he almost backstepped and dove himself off of the cement, which would have just landed in a foot of dirty, muddy water. Excuse me. Fortunately, he listens pretty well. So he stopped. And I was telling him, I'm like, excuse me. I'm like, listen, buddy, calm down, relax. We're not playing right now. Now is not the time for that. So, calmed him down. And then he's walking around the cement thing. You can tell he was a little stressed out. He's like, what are we going to do? How are we going to get off this? It's like, Dad, this is going to be a problem. But nay, my fluffy little friend. Picked him up. We walked back into the house. I rinsed him off a little bit in the shower because he was filthy. If you've ever seen pictures of my dogs, things like that, he's an Aussie. And he's a blue merle. So he's got this big white chest on him. And he's got a lot of white on his paws too. Like he's got little socks on. It's adorable. Handsome son of a bitch. So those white socks were not white socks anymore. They were filthy, covered in mud. So he needed a little bath. So I rinsed him off real quick, just like his bottom half, you know what I mean? Just cleaned him up. And that's where we're at, man. It's been a uneventful, eventful day. In terms of getting things done today, besides some meal prep and stuff like that, but that's normal stuff for me, In terms of getting anything actually sustainable done, nothing. Not a damn thing. I have a lot of work to get done tomorrow now because of that, but I sent my clients that I train in the morning a picture of what my block looked like. I'm like, you guys are on your own today. That's not happening. So I got to train them tomorrow, beat them up in the morning, and then, that's really it, guys. So tomorrow we have a lot going on. I have an appointment in the morning. I got to train clients in the morning, then I have an appointment. Don't worry about what it's for. And then it's from a car accident. It's to get something fixed from a car accident a long time ago. After that, we're going to see if this jerk-off decides to go behind me or go in front of me. Oh, they did. I'm so proud of them. Going to find them, give them a gold star, go to Staples, get some stickers, throw them at their car. And gold stars, like the great job hanging there, cats. Nice poster for Speedy McGee over there. We're going to go to the gym. We are going to obliterate shoulders. There will not be one deltoid fiber left capable of motion by the time we're done with them. We're going to destroy our traps, destroy the shoulders. We're going to pose, see how we look. We're going to cook turkey burgers. Man, we got a good day tomorrow. Nice, big, full day. Nothing wrong with that. We are merging now onto, I believe it was rated America's Most Dangerous Highway. I don't want you guys to be afraid for me. It's going to be all right because I drive on it every single day, more than once. But they said it's like one of the windiest parkways in the country. Because if you look at most parkways, highways, things like that, they're pretty much just straight. Just go this way. Every once in a while, it moves slightly over because there's a mountain in the way. And, whoa. She was 1,000 and actually almost hit me. And the car behind me. Yep, she just getting a live action from me now. She just shot over. God, I hate old people driving. There's a 7-Eleven near a gym I owned for a long time ago. Not once, but twice. An elderly couple, not the same couple, drove into it. You're going to see her pass on our left. Smashed into the 7-Eleven. There she goes. Good riddance, lady. Smashed into the 7-Eleven because they said they hit the gas, not the brakes. And it's like, you know, I'm all for people's freedoms more than anybody else on this, not on this planet, but you know what I mean. I'm extremely about your freedom to do whatever you want. Don't let the government tell you what to do. Live your life and just be your own person, right? That being said, there comes a point where what you're doing is dramatically endangering others, and that's really not okay. You know, you take somebody like that. I'm not saying take away their license by any means. What I am saying, though, is I believe after you turn, let's say, 65, and this isn't a jab at anybody older or anything like that, but once you turn 65, I believe every other year, which I think is fair, every other year you should at least have to retake a driving course and a cognitive exam. Because, and you don't need to be, you know, some world-class driver or anything like that, but when you begin to lose your cognition, like, the fuck are these people doing? Oh my God. Like these people. Hold on, I'm gonna get some, put this in sport mode, get some proof for you guys right now. Yeah, she's 1,000. She's 1,000 fucking years old. Anyway. It's a good car. Before all that happened, God, that opened up my nasal passages. Ugh. That's a perfect example right there. Talk about timing. You take people who can't see and who aren't thinking right and put them into a situation where they can really kill somebody because they go, oh, I didn't know. You know, these couples that crashed into a 7-Eleven twice. Oh, I'm sorry, I hit the brakes, not the gas. I'm sorry, I hit the gas, not the brakes. It's like, well, that's fine and dandy that you're sorry, right? But if you killed a child or a family because, oops, you know, where's the line with that? You know, I know there's plenty of people that still drive, and like, Lord knows I would never get in the car with them. I wouldn't want to be in the same parkway as them at the same time, even if they're on the other end of it. It's incredible. Absolutely incredible. So, when elected president, I will mandate having to retake some type of driving course and cognitive exam every other year once you pass 65. And, you know, if you're cognitive enough to pass it, there's nothing to worry about. If you're not cognitive enough to pass it, you know, you probably aren't even aware that it's a thing and you're not going to go. So you'll get pulled over one day and just kind of lose the license. It's crazy, man. So there's a lot of wild drivers on the road tonight. I want you guys to stay safe out there. All right? We can see you tomorrow for a great workout. And have a good night, guys.